Good day. Welcome once again to Criminal Procedure. My name is Mr. HD Maimer. So this is we're still on in chapter one, but this is part two of chapter one. So we're trying to finish uh, chapter one. So we're going to start with the basic concepts. Like any discipline, the law of criminal procedure contains basic concepts that are used in practice every day. A list is given below of descriptive terms for most of the aspects discussed in this work. So, as any discipline, the law of criminal procedure, it has basic concepts. So we are going to define these basic concepts and pay attention to these basic concepts to follow because they will be there on your assessment. Assessment one, to be precise. So make sure that you go and study these things because they are there. That is why I would like to emphasize on these terms. So here's the first one, which is the accused. No, in fact, I'm wrong. I'm very sorry, guys. Yo, I've missed a lot. We should start from the arrested. An arrested person is one who is taken into physical custody by the arrestor, as you can see over there on your screen. Look at that guy. That's the police and the criminal. So that guy is being arrested. The police there uh, is he's arresting that guy, effecting an arrest. An arrest may be effected either by a member of the police or a private individual. So with private individuals, normally, even the guys maybe who are working at the malls, they can effect an arrest. And the private personnel like security guards, they can effect an arrest. To arrest is to seize someone by legal authority and take them into custody. So for me, like if someone is stealing in my house, I cannot, maybe I can try to stop that person, if they're not armed, and then until I call the police, yeah, or the community can help me to do so. But I cannot arrest such person and then I put them maybe in my basement and then I say it's custody. Then that will, according to the law, they'll look at it as some sort of like kidnapping because nobody knows where that person is. Because when someone is arrested, they know, the family knows. You understand? They don't go around looking for a person in the funeral parlors or hospitals or in different places. But we do know. So you need to be transparent. So don't go around saying that you can arrest people. You understand? So detainee. Detention is the event which should immediately follow the arrest of a suspect. The person who is thus formally arrested and charged by a police official and who is facing subsequent charges in court is therefore referred to as a detainee. Persons held in police custody following arrest are being detained because they are not free to leave when they please. So you can't just go. If you're detained, you can't just go and say, oh, no, I miss my girlfriend, I miss my boyfriend, I miss my parents, I miss my children, or I would like to go and watch football. You understand? You are detained, you are in under police custody. It follows that such a person is, for that period, a detainee. A sentenced prisoner is also referred to as a detainee. So if you are arrested or sentenced as a prisoner, then you're also referred to as a detainee. So we don't want to waste time today because time is something that we do not have, right? Do we? Do we have it? I don't think so. The accused. So as you can see over there on your screen, there's the accused. We like to call it the box is in a box. So the accused person is one against whom formal charges have been laid in court. In criminal law, a person who is charged with an offense under the criminal code is called the accused. A person is called the accused up to and throughout a trial until the charges have been dealt with and the matter is concluded. So if we are called an accused, I mean, you are being accused of doing some committing a crime. You understand? But then that is why if people want to write about such, they need to use the word allegedly because you are just accused of a crime. It might happen that you get exonerated or acquitted, where They find that you do not have you are not charged of any criminal offense. The Constitution also makes a clear distinction between arrested, detained, and accused persons. Convicted. uh, What it means to be convicted, proven, or declared guilty of an offense, especially after a legal trial. A person is said to be convicted when the presiding officer pronounced judgment to the effect that accused is guilty of a criminal offense. A conviction is ordinarily followed by sentence. Oh, so if they believe that you are guilty, then you'll be convicted. So it's after a legal trial, after a court case. So acquitted. The acquit refers to decide officially in court of law that someone is not guilty of a particular crime. It is to free someone from a criminal charge by a verdict not of not guilty. So you come up with a verdict or decision to say that this person is not guilty. So then they are acquitted. A person is said to be acquitted when the presiding officer pronounces judgment to the effect that the accused is not guilty of the offenses which with which he or she had been charged. The accused acquires full freedom after acquittal. So if you are acquitted, then you get full freedom. You go back to your old life. You go back to do the thing that you like. You understand? Because there are no charges against you. Oh, how great is that? Wouldn't you like that? I would love it with all my heart. The states. Most people, when you talk about the state, will say the government. Yes, they are correct. So, there on your pictures, you can see there's the National Prosecuting Authority, South Africa. If you come to Johannesburg, near the High Court, you will find the National Prosecuting Authority of South Africa. The state has the duty and the power to ensure the peacefulness of relationship among its legal subjects. So the legal subjects is the people. As a human being, you are a legal subject. You understand? So the possessions, the things that you own, your car, your phone, your house, those are legal objects. You are a legal subject. The things that you own are legal objects. So the National Prosecuting Authority, the NPA, has the power to institute criminal prosecution on behalf of the state. A prosecutor prosecutes cases in the criminal court of the republic against an accused person in the name of the state. So the prosecutor will be there to represent the state. So there's no case where a person will be prosecuted without a prosecutor. People need to understand that because the prosecutor represents the state, he represents the government, he represents the interest of the state. That is why it's not you against the prosecutor. They don't write the name of the prosecutor in the court case. They write the name of the accused and also of and then state. They'll never write the name of the prosecutor. So we have the court. A court is a place where justice is administered. It is also referred as a judicial tribunal duly constituted for the hearing and determination of cases. It is also referred as a judicial tribunal duly constituted for the hearing and determination of cases. It is a session of a judicial assembly. Strictly speaking, a court means a magistrate court for any district or for any regional division. Hence the term seat of the court, meaning the area of jurisdiction where the court has jurisdiction to decide matters. So each and every court will have jurisdiction, right? So the Protea Magistrate Court in Soweto will have jurisdiction over the people who live near in terms of proximity. So someone who is of Imvaba in Eastern Cape cannot be tried in Protea Magistrate Court or in Kliptown Magistrate Court in Soweto. You understand? Unless that person from Imvaba has committed a crime in Soweto. That is when they will be tried in Soweto. Also, a person from Soweto cannot be tried in Gqeberha unless they have committed a crime in Gqeberha. I believe now you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you love the click and click. Gqeberha, it's a city. Go and check it out. You know what? Port Elizabeth, we know Gqeberha, Queenstown. We know there are a lot of towns and cities that we know from Eastern Cape. Umtata, like it's quite a lot. Adjournment and remand, so which is postponement. The two terms are unfortunately almost always used interchangeably and synonymously, when in fact there is a slight difference between the two. An adjournment refers to the suspension of a criminal process, whereas a postponement refers to the delay of an event or process for a later date. So when there's a postponement, it means that your court case has been delayed. It doesn't mean justice denied, but most people think when the court case is postponed, they'll say justice denied. Justice delayed, justice denied. That's what they say. But it's not always true. People do find justice even after 10 years. People do still find justice. So we are waiting for the case of Senzo Meyiwa, the former Orlando Pirates goalkeeper, and also Bafana, who was slain in his girlfriend's house. Mm, very sad, huh? So yes, we are going to stop here from legal guilt and factual guilt. So as you can see there on that picture, it says factual guilt versus legal guilt. Factual guilt, the defendant is actually responsible for the crime of which he is accused. Hmm. There's facts that backs it up. But then legal guilt, the defendant is found guilty as charged. So it is important to distinguish between legal guilt and factual guilt. Legal guilt essentially refers to a situation where the accused is found guilty based on the application of the relevant legal principles to the proven facts. Factual guilt, on the other hand, may be present to the accused, may in fact have committed a crime, but the accused may be found not guilty because it has not been possible to prove the facts in court. So you need to remember that the court needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt that that person has committed a crime. So thank you very much, guys, for attending. As much as it is a visual class, if you have questions, feel free to ask those questions. Let us work together. Uh, go to our platform, our WhatsApp platform, right? So yeah, the remarks. Thanks for attending our lesson. For any queries, send a text on our WhatsApp group platform. You can also consult on campus. Start preparing for assessment one. So thank you very much once again. Ciao.